Over the next 30 days, I'm gonna be trying out Andrew Tate's The Real World, and I'm gonna document every step of the process as I try to become rich with this platform. Not only am I doing that, but I'm also gonna join Andrew Tate's $5,000 war room, and I'll share my experience there too. So make sure you stick around until the end of this video if you wanna see that. Now, let's talk about The Real World and whether it's worth the $49 a month. When you join, this is the kind of platform you'll see. It's not just a learning space, but it's also awesome for networking. Like, just take a look at the victories chat. It's filled with people sharing their successes and discussing their earnings, and you can easily connect with them, and honestly, networking here is a goldmine. But what about the actual money-making methods? Check out the left sidebar in the platform, and you can see that I've enrolled in all of the campuses within The Real World, and you've got about 8 to pick from, like e-commerce, copywriting, crypto, and a lot more. After going through a lot of information in The Real World, I decided to go for the social media and client acquisition campus. By the way, later in this video, I'm actually going to show you the proof of all the numbers and earnings that I make with The Real World, so keep watching. And also, if you want to join The Real World, I'll leave the official link to that website in the description of this video because there's so many fake links out there. Now, let's go into the social media and client acquisition campus within The Real World, which is how I plan on making money. I'll be reviewing it, testing out the strategies, and I'm curious to see the results that we end up getting. Stay tuned till the end because I'm going to be sharing my honest thoughts and whether you should consider joining. So this new social media campus is part of the client acquisition campus. They've merged them, which means you get access to a lot of cool content from both. The courses are led by Professor Dylan Madden. In the social media section, you learn how to blow up on social media and get tons of views with strategies from Andrew Tate himself. And the best part is that they teach you how to monetize those massive views so that they make you money. So this is what the social media campus looks like within The Real World, and if we go over to courses, you can see all of the course content within this campus, and it's obviously loads of information that I'll have to go through, but if we scroll down, you can also see that they promote some side hustles you can start doing to make some cash. And if we click on that, you can see that they show you how to start flipping items, lawn mowing, dog walking, and many other side hustles. I've already watched about 30 minutes of content, which was about 10 to 15 videos. They start with an intro to the campus, then they get straight into vital skills like speaking confidently on camera and how not to be nervous. They emphasize being charismatic among other key points, which I think is super important. I'm really impressed with what I've learned so far. I'll be taking more notes, watching more videos, and then it's action time. These videos are packed with unique insights that I haven't found anywhere else. The course format is awesome. You basically watch a video, read the summary, and then you get actionable steps. I've now finished all the videos in the social media and client acquisition campus. There are apparently even more modules on the way with loads of new content. What I've learned so far is how to handle fame, convert my views into cash, and market my services through social media. I've also gone through the side hustle videos, which they recommend starting off with first to make some startup capital, and I'm super excited for the upcoming module. Now, let's get into my game plan for making money with the social media campus inside The Real World. In one of the modules of the course, the professor talks about something called your Get Rich plan. This plan consists of 3 steps. Phase 1 is building your social media presence. Phase 2 is getting clients, and phase 3 is building a team. They emphasize the importance of having a team because without one, you can't conquer the world. But anyways, the first goal that they tell you to have is to forget about the Lambo, the Rolex, etc. They want you to start small and slowly scale up from there, which is why the first goal and the first actionable step is to start a side hustle and make my first $50. Then the next goal is to make $100 and gradually work my way up to $1,000 and beyond. It's all about building belief in myself because once I've got that, I'll start seeing bigger possibilities. One important step they mention is also building a social media presence. But while I'm growing my social media, they don't want me to just sit around waiting. They want me to start a side hustle, something to get the cash flow going. It's all about taking action with what you have right now. Remember, starting small doesn't mean thinking small. So anyways, let's get moving and make things happen. Okay guys, so as you know, the first step is to start a side hustle to make a little bit of money. They recommend about 6 side hustles that you can get started with, and I think I'll personally go for flipping. It's a super simple yet effective way to make some cash. The main goal of these course videos about flipping is to help you make your very first dollar independently. The reason why is because the moment you earn that first dollar outside of a regular job, you're stepping onto a whole new path. Believe it or not, if you can make $1 on your own, you can scale that to replace your 9-to-5 job and create the life that you really want. But let's be real, there's no magic trick here. It's all about following the steps they discuss and most importantly, taking action. Being stuck in a 9-to-5 job doesn't let you have the freedom to do whatever you want whenever you want. Learning to flip items is a skill that can help you make money on your own terms whenever you want. The key is starting small, so if you can make $1, that means you can make $10, $100, $1,000, and even more. Flipping is all about finding items for free or super cheap and then selling them for a profit. This is so great, especially if you're tight on cash, because you don't need a lot of money to get started. Actually, you hardly need any. All you really need is a phone or a computer. That's it. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I found someone selling a drone for $150. Apparently, it's totally new and he spent $230 on it. This was because he bought it for his kids thinking it's a toy and he has no idea how it works. I sent him a message asking him if he would take $100 cash today, but he unfortunately declined. Regardless, I ended up buying the drone for $150 off of him because I was still confident that I can resell it for a profit. So then I had listed the drone on Facebook Marketplace for $200, and now all I needed to do was wait for someone to buy it. About 3 days passed by and I actually got so many messages, but someone eventually ended up agreeing to pay $200 for it. So I met up with the buyer and got the deal finalized, and just like that I got my first $50 profit from a side hustle. However, $50 wasn't gonna be enough to make me rich, so I needed to get into client acquisition. This is basically the main method that they teach you to utilize in order to make money with the social media campus. In this campus, you've got to be consistent, complete daily checklists, and focus on realistic financial goals. The next step after making the first $50 with a side hustle is shifting your mindset. They teach you to adopt an alter ego that's a better version of yourself. Become obsessed with getting results and follow your daily mental power checklist. They want you to set high standards for yourself and commit 100% to your journey. You can do this by leveraging the community chats to share your wins and learn from others. Also, engage your brain by checking out the pinned messages and courses, and ask questions within the platform. So in short, apply the lessons from the courses on the campus, which I believe I've done, change your environment, and keep your workspace clean and organized. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, eat healthy, and be positive. Then go into the money mindset and start applying, which were build a social media presence, get clients, and build a team. But remember, in client acquisition, there are two paths, but both start with building a social media presence. Side hustles can provide quick cash while you work on client acquisition. So look for easy wins to develop the winning mindset, like the flip that I made with the drone, and be proactive in the community chats. Also, complete your checklists daily to keep moving forward. Basically, they tell you to follow these steps, stay dedicated, and you're on your way to making big things happen. Now, let's get into the second strategy or method that they teach you to make money with inside the social media campus, which is client acquisition. In order to get clients, I need to first have a skill that I will be offering. The different skills they promote consist of things like copywriting, e-commerce, content creation, and affiliate marketing. I believe the best one that I should go for is to offer services within e-commerce because I'm quite experienced with it. So all I did then was create an account on Upwork, and I started looking for clients that needed help with their online businesses. And since I had already built up a social media presence, I looked credible enough. I found many listings, and most of them were clients looking for help with advertising on their e-commerce stores. Basically, what they needed was someone to handle the advertising part of their business, as that's probably the most complicated section. I kept looking for more clients, and I eventually found someone who was willing to pay $300 for a project. And all they wanted was to have someone create a professional website on Shopify for their store, which is super easy to do. I didn't waste any time, and I immediately submitted a proposal to this client, and I even showed them a few stores that I had built in the past. They liked my previous work, and what happened was basically I built them a Shopify store in less than a day, and I got paid $300 for it. Now guys, as promised, I'm gonna go ahead and share my experience with Andrew Tate's $5,000 war room. Picture this, it's like a cooler version of the real world, but for the rich and wealthy. But is it worth the expensive price tag? Getting in was a bit of a challenge because they're pretty secretive, but I managed to gain access at the original price and signed a non-disclosure agreement. It's actually like stepping into a secret society. Inside, you get access to private groups focusing on business, fitness, and dating, each led by experts. The business section is all about entrepreneurship, marketing, and sales. The fitness area offers workout routines and diets, but the dating section, honestly, it felt a bit off to me. You'll find community, support, and some solid advice from Tate and others, but it's not for everyone. If you're not super rich, maybe think twice about dropping that 5K. There are plenty of other resources out there that can help you grow without breaking the bank like the real world. In the end, it's all about what works for you. Whether it's the war room or the real world, the key is to keep growing and become the best version of yourself. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you watch the next one that should pop up somewhere on the screen. It's all about me trying every single course in Andrew Tate's The Real World, other than the social media campus, which was the topic of today's video. And if you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. By the way, the official link to join The Real World is in the description, so make sure you check that out.